Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. Thank you for staying up late with us. I hope you don't regret it because we've got a good show for you tonight. We'll be joined by Liam Neeson is going to be here. Annalie Ashford is here. And later, we have an incredible performance from Pillar Queens that you don't want to miss. Of course, I'm here all alone in my garage. Reggie, the band, Ian are joining me from their homes. And guys, I've got news. I've got news for you. Fingers crossed, no guarantees, zero promises. I'm hearing there's a chance that we might be out of the garage soon and allowed back to studio. What about that? How should we celebrate? You know what we should do when we all get back to the studio? All just crack a beer in our own pods, still on Zoom, not seeing each other around the workplace. I've got more good news. Do you want some more good news? Anyone?
Please. Yeah.
Please.
Guess what? Here's good news. It's time to start the monologue.
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent.
That's what they've all been waiting for. Here it is. President Trump spoke publicly today for the first time since last week's riots on Capitol Hill. And after he was asked by a reporter about his role in the events, Trump responded by claiming his speech was, quote, totally appropriate. Have a look.
What is your role in what happened at the Capitol? What is your personal responsibility?
So if you read my speech, and many people have done it, and I've seen it both in the papers and in the media, on television, it's been analyzed, and people thought that what I said was totally appropriate.
Well, I guess that settles that. If people said it was appropriate, who are we to go against people? I also love how Trump just adds extra words to a sentence when he doesn't have an answer. He's like, I've seen it in both the papers and in the media, and on television, flyers at the grocery store, on tablets. You know tablets, you know what I mean when I say tablets? You know, tablets, they got no buttons. Tremendous technology. Watch anything on them. Also today, Trump went down to Texas to visit the border wall. The White House billed Trump's visit as a chance to, quote, mark the completion of more than 400 miles of border wall. Well, that's a wrap on a flawless administration. Trump went to visit the border wall. What a nice reminder of how much the president hates people storming barriers and entering places they aren't legally allowed. Do you remember 3 years ago when we thought the most insane thing we'd have to worry about with Trump was that wall? Like, that's what we thought. I look upon that as great times now.
Oh, yeah.
Meanwhile, the corporate backlash against Donald Trump continues. Trump's banks have now cut him off, and they are refusing to do any future business with him. I guess you could say that these banks lost interest. Thank you. It wasn't even impromptu. Wrote that myself. It was all me. One of the financial institutions is Deutsche Bank. You know that you've screwed up when you force giant multinational banks to make morally correct decisions. Here's the thing. Trump's gone bankrupt six times. Shouldn't Deutsche Bank have made this decision about $250 million ago? And their hits keep coming for Trump. Tomorrow morning, the House of Representatives will once again be holding a vote to impeach President Trump. The vote is expected to pass, which would make this the only time a president has ever been impeached twice. You know, because that last impeachment worked out so well. The House will be charging Trump with incitement of insurrection. Wow. Which is already a film I want to see. Isn't it? Liam Neeson's on the show tonight. He'd be brilliant in that.
Oh, man.
Coming 2021, Impeachment 2, Incitement of Insurrection. Would you go to watch that? Liam Neeson in Incitement of Insurrection?
I watch any Liam Neeson movie ever.
Don't you think Liam Neeson has got the most incredible career in all of Hollywood?
Yeah, it's great because he's like, everybody knows who he is. He's super well-respected actor, like all the highest level stuff. But now he's like also just doing his own version of action movies, starting from Taken, which I can't stop watching. So I mean, he's got it all.
It's like Daniel Day-Lewis coming back and making Die Hard 5.
Yes.
Like that's where like he is like back in it. You know, when he was on stage, he's unbelievable, and now he's just this action hero.
Yeah.
Plus, he looks great in a thick sweater. He's a great
Yes.
thick sweater guy.
He is. I don't think there's any other action hero who wears a chunky knit like Liam Neeson.
No, he looks great in a loose. Like Diane Keaton could wear a similar chunky knit, but he'll do it and beat up like a Chechnyan terrorist. They're beautiful.
But it's odd to be like, right, I'm going to get into some real dark stuff now and probably kill some dudes. But it might be cold. Where's my chunky knit? And if I've killed them and I'm really hot, I can take it off and do that over my shoulders and still be comfortable on a boat. She's very smart.
Yeah.
Things are looking pretty bad for Trump's personal lawyer, too. Because of his involvement at the rally last week, Rudy Giuliani is now facing the possibility of disbarment. Just to be clear, are we saying that up until last week he was a fine, upstanding member of the legal profession? Giuliani, this is true, he could be disbarred. But I want to say, don't sweat it, Rudy. Seriously, don't sweat, or you're going to have hair dye all over your face. It's not looking good for Giuliani. Today, he went to 4 seasons total landscaping just to drop off his resume. What's he going to do now, Rudy Giuliani, as a backup career? Genuine question. Ian, would they take Rudy Giuliani on The Masked Singer?
Oh.
I know, it's a tough one, isn't it?
6 months. Not now, but in 6 months, they'll have him on.
Season 5.
I think they will. I think that's how long the cycle is.
What do you think, Reg? Do you think they'd take him on The Masked Singer?
Knowing that crew, that show, I think they would. I think if there was a way, because the cool thing about The Masked Singer is like you don't get that initial impression, so you don't know who it is. I think there'd be a ton of booze when he's revealed. But you know, I think it would work. It could work.
That could help the healing.
It could help the healing. Yeah.
That's right. Look at Timbo, real glass half full guy.
Yeah.
I think Giuliani goes on Cameo after this. I think that's his next big move, is going to Cameo.
I think you're right.
I think he's like $500. Yeah.
I don't think he gets $500 for a greeting.
Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe like $250 for a greeting, $100 for legal advice.
And here's some big news for all of us here in Southern California. It was just announced that Disneyland will become a mass COVID-19 vaccination site. Sure, why not? I trust my healthcare to a couple of mice, a dog, and a duck without pants. The vaccine is free, but the water is going to set you back $23. I'm up. I know what I think is going to happen. Disneyland's been closed since March. People are going to go there, get their shot, and then be like, go on, mate, open up Space Mountain. No one's looking. Go on. Go on, let me have a go. I'd like to get my vaccination on a ride.
Do you have one of the animatronic pirates do it? Just like...
They just lean in, and as you go past, it's a small world. It's ow. Ow. Although I will say this, and I want to be very, very clear about this. Getting a vaccination is literally the only reason for adults to be at Disneyland without children.
Thank you, James. Thank you.
I like that you've just let your hair down there, Reg. You just unleashed it.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
Yes, my brother. Oh, my God.
Hang on, take the headphones off, Reg. Give us it in the full effect.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Work.
But I think I can.
Oh,
I want to get down to Robert Smith.
Wow.
You know?
Amazing.
Yes.
There we go.
I feel like that kid in Where the Wild Things Are.
Yeah. Oh, good boy.
I love that, Reg.
Thank you.
And we wanted to tell you about this. Here's a new product.
Tell us about a new product, James.
We wanted to tell you about. We wanted to tell you about this. Ben and Jerry's has introduced 2 new ice cream flavors made specifically for dogs. Now, I didn't think it was possible, but you've done it, Ben and Jerry. It's official. You've smoked too much weed. There's Pontius Mix, which is a combination of peanut butter and pretzels, you know, for when your dog's going through a breakup. And then there's Rosie's Mix with real pumpkin, a sunflower butter base, and mini cookies. Ice cream for dogs. Although I must say, I thought they went too far with this new flavour. Stranger's crotch.